Hey, it's Galfi and Galfette. Today I'm going to tell you about the Pool Window. It's a library containing all the audio files in a project. The Pool Window lets you search for audio or video files, listen to them, organize them, duplicate them, modify them, delete them, and much more. I'll tell you all about it right after the intro. Feel free to add a like to this video. You can also subscribe to our channel and activate the bell, it's always encouraging for us. To open the Pool Window, go to Media. Open Pool Window, or use the shortcut Ctrl+P or CMD+P if you're on a Mac. You can resize this window to suit your needs. Here you have 3 folders: Audio, which contains the project's audio files, Video, the same for video files, and Trash, for deleted files. This button displays the info line at the very bottom of the window. When you select a file, you can click here to start playback or loop playback. You can also simply click on the waveform for a quick preview. Here you can choose which attributes to display. These 2 buttons plus and minus are used to expand or close the 3 folders. Import retrieves files to be imported into your computer. Search displays a search engine at the bottom of the window. We'll talk about it later in this video. The attribute columns show file names and the number of times they've been used in the project. The status column displays icons related to pool and file status. Muse is set for musical mode. I'll tell you more about this in a future video. Tempo displays the tempo of the file if available. Sign stands for rhythmic signature. Key indicates the root key if one has been specified. For each element, you can click on it to modify it. Here, for example, I know that my file is in F, but this is not specified in the Pool Window. I click here, and I can choose the root key. Here you can also see the algorithm used and modify it if necessary. In the Info section, you can see the sample rate, bit resolution, number of channels and length. Where this can come in handy is when you have a different sample rate between 2 files. Let me show you. On this old project, I've just got guitar, bass, and drums, but if I start playback, you can hear that the guitar sounds out of sync and out of tune. If you open the Pool Window, you'll notice that the drums don't appear, because they're in MIDI, but you can see the bass sample rate is at 44.1 kHz, whereas the guitar sample rate is at 48 kHz. It's also a stereo track with an empty track. I right-click on the guitar file and choose Convert File. I'll change it to 44.1 kHz. And convert it to mono. Then export it as a wave. I replace the file on my computer and in the Pool Window. Now, if you restart playback, it's perfect. If you want to listen to the final song, I'll put a link in the description. Here you have the file type, the date on which the file was last modified, the original bar and beat of the file in the project, the image, which is in fact a miniature of the waveform, and the file path. You see, when you right-click on a file, you have many possibilities. I'll let you explore them for yourself, but there's just one point I'd like to emphasize. At the bottom, you can choose between direct offline processing and processes. You can also find them in audio direct offline processing or audio processes. These are the same processes, but offline saves CPU resources. I'll do a video about it later. Finally, you have the search engine at the bottom of the window. You can change the height if you have a lot of search results. You can search for a file according to different parameters here. You can choose where to search for the file and listen to the files found with these buttons. You can see that here, in my results, I have almost the same information I have on the audio files list here. That's all for now. Have a good weekend and see you next week for a new video.